Hey guys, Steve from Lakeshore RV Center. Congratulations on your new Cougar fifth wheel, the 23 MLE. I am going to take you through and do your video orientation. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, 231-736-9162. Let's get started. Well, the best place to start is going to be right at the entrance here. You'll notice the flip down Lippert steps. When you bring these up, you'll want to make sure, you can see the little wings on the side there. You'll want to make sure that this door is all the way open so it clears, and then it will rest just inside the rails there. So make sure your door and screen door are all the way open so it doesn't get caught. Into the pass-through storage area, guys, you can see your power cord, which is 50 amp, and then there's also the reducer from 50 to 30 down to 15, so you can plug it in at home. We're going to check right here. This is the in-command brain, if you will. This is where all the wiring goes in for the in-command center, that it controls everything from the lights to the slide outs. Is all right here. It's all color coded and labeled. The reason I'm taking the cover off is to show you, so if the slide out or awning are not working and you need to manually bring them in, you can select right here, motor 1, motor 2. 1 will be for the slide out, 2 will be for the awning, and then this will be to bring it in and out, the button on top. So just wanted to show you that. As we go continue around, you're going to have two 30-pound tanks, one on each side of the camper. Up front is going to be your bulkhead storage. You're going to have your spare tire in here. The 2 lithium-ion batteries are in there. Battery disconnect is right up here, so you want to make sure that is into the on position so you can use battery power, or you can turn it off if you're not going to use it for a while to save your batteries. The other 30-pound tank is going to be behind the door here. And then, guys, into the pass-through area, you can see your hookups right here to winterize. Simply put your hose in, select winterization to on. That will divert it, so it'll draw out of the antifreeze bottle if you're when you put your hose in there. City water connection, and then black tank flush under that. You can see the gray and black poles right here. These are going to be for the bathroom area, and then there's going to be a separate one for the kitchen. Into the pass-through, you'll notice right here, this is going to be for your leveling system. You can simply turn it on to bring the jacks up or down to get it off the truck. You push front, that'll bring it up. To retract, to bring it down, simply hit front again. Over here, there's going to be a host of different menus. Auto hitch. After you're done with the in command, if you hit auto hitch, it'll bring it back to that hitch height that you took it off at the truck. Retract all, which is really nice. So after you get out of the truck, just hit retract all. It'll bring those jacks, front jacks, up automatically. Next to that, you'll see your solar controller, and then also a disconnect for the solar system right there. There is a battery disconnect, which runs into the inverter right here. So if you need to disconnect power to the inverter for whatever reason, that's your disconnect on top. The solar power disconnect is just below that. Continuing on, guys, your hot water heater. This is tankless. There is an on-off switch right there, and basically it's on now, so just keep it on. And what that will do, guys, is as you go into the coach, when you're plugged into power, it will provide power to the display, the control unit, so you can turn the hot water tank on, or the hot water heater on and off right there, and also set the temperature. Furnace exhaust is next to that, and then just underneath is going to be the discharge, and that's going to be for the gray and black tanks over there. As we continue to walk around the camper here, guys, at the back corner, a couple of things. You're going to have a fresh tank fill to fill the fresh water tank, and then right there, that is going to be your plug-in for your 50 amp cord. Going around to the very back of this, 2-inch receiver hitch with a 4-way plug-in right there, and then ladder all the way up to the top. 250-pound weight capacity on that, but it is a full walkable roof right up top. Guys, your high point fridge right here, and that is off an inverted outlet, so if you want to run that. And then the capital griddle right here, guys, just below that, and that plugs into the main gas line. You can see where the yellow cap is right there on it. So let's go up to the inside as we're going up the stairs. First thing you'll notice right down at the bottom of the cupboard here is going to be your carbon monoxide LP detector. Below that is going to be for your circuit breakers and 12-volt fuses. If you have something that's not working, that's going to be your first go-to to check it out. Into the unit itself, guys, the table will stow down into travel position. Simply just pushes down to do that. Your TV right here has the straps for travel. You can see how that's secured. Your Furrion AM, FM, CD, DVD player is right behind the door there. And then there's remotes for both of those going to be in the drawers here. The kitchen area, microwave is going to be normal. That is not off an inverted outlet, so that's not going to work off the battery, just so you know. Sink, 3-burner stovetop. This simply just folds up out of the way, like so, and then back to travel position, just like this. Oven underneath, and then your 12-volt fridge, the Furrion fridge right here, guys. This is going to be on when you have power going to the battery. So if you do the battery disconnect, it will turn your fridge off. Hide-a-bed sofa right here. That will make into a bed, and then you're going to have a great pantry next to that. There's plenty of storage right there. Extra storage right here. Little coffee bar area, and that is an inverted outlet there. Going up into the bathroom area, a couple of things to show you guys. Obviously the toilet, porcelain foot flush toilet, operated right there. The shower, you can see the travel lock position right here, so it is open, but this will hold the glass back. Also, the door in the bathroom here is strapped right at the top. The pocket door is. Another thing to check, if you have outlets that are not working, this is a GFI outlet, so if this trips, it might affect a couple other outlets, so make sure to check that, and if you need to reset it, it's just right there to reset. As we go up into the bedroom area, guys, light switch is right around the corner here. If you want to install a TV, there's a place for the mounting bracket, and then also above to hook up for the antenna and satellite, and also the outlets. Guys, the queen bed is right here. There is storage underneath. Simply lift up. There's struts, and then you'll notice on each side of the bed here you have outlets and USB ports as well. Lastly, guys, I'm going to show you the in-command center. This is located just in the hallway here at the steps. To turn it on, touch the screen. The passcode is going to be 4 zeros, just like so. You can see how this is illuminated, interior lights. You simply touch right there. Water pump, if you want to turn that on, you can see how that lights up around that. Shows you the state of the batteries, what those are charged at. Your tank levels, if you just touch any of those, that'll pop up and show you all the tank levels. Heat pads, those are the 12-volt heat pads. So if you want to turn on the tank heaters, simply touch and touch. To go back, just the back arrow. We'll start here with the heating and cooling. You'll want to arrow over to the rear AC, and from the rear AC control, you can do the furnace and the AC. So you can simply touch. If you want to run the fan for the AC, you can turn that on. The AC, to set it, you can see it's set at 78. You can turn it up and down, just control right here. 50 degrees is what it's saying in here. That is the temperature probe right here that's reading the temperature. Furnace would be next. And then from there, automatic, and then back to off. Trying to get it so the heater doesn't kick on. So fan, cool, heat, automatic, and then off. The automatic's really nice. You can just set the temperature and kind of leave it. It's going to figure out if the heat needs to come on or the AC. So these great Michigan days where it's 40 in the morning and 80 in the afternoon, you can just set it at 70 or whatever you want, and it's going to heat up for you in the morning and then cool in the afternoon. Lights, pretty self-explanatory as far as what lights you can individually turn off. These are ceiling lights, off and on. Bedroom lights are right here, and then awning lights under that. Slide outs and awning right here. Again, self-explanatory. If you're going to bring it in or out, here the awning out, just hold it down. As soon as you let off, it's going to stop. So make sure you continue to touch the screen until the slide comes all the way in or out, whatever you're trying to operate. Because as soon as you let off, it will stop the function there. Last thing I'll show you is the settings. Settings are pretty simple if you want to hook up your phone by downloading the app. App information is right here. In Control app, and you can get that off the app store for your phone. That way you can sync up your phone. You can connect this unit to Wi-Fi as well. Passcode, if you want to change that, you can do that. Floor plan and edit, really nothing for you to do. Calibration, again, not much to do for the end user. Brightness, if you want to adjust the screen brightness. One thing, time and date. This is default, always goes back to 2021. You can go ahead and set this, and the benefit for this is if you want to schedule a unit, schedule the heating and cooling, you can go ahead and do that, and I'll show you that. I'll go back to that in just a second here, but that's when you would use that. So the heating and cooling, as we go to that, you can see down on the bottom how we can schedule it. But again, you're going to have to set up the times and everything. And then right here, it just shows you, goes through the schedule if you want to do that. So that would be the importance of doing the time and date. And really, guys, that was about the last thing to show you on the settings there. Language, if you want to change languages, or administrative. Really nothing to do with that either. So that is the in-command unit. One other thing to show you is the battery heat right here. If you get into where temperatures are below 32 degrees, the batteries, lithium-ion batteries, will not take a charge. There's a battery management system within that will say, hey, it's too cold, we're going to wreck the battery if we take a charge. So if you turn the heat on, there's a heat element inside the battery that will warm it up enough so you can go ahead and take a charge. But guys, that is the overview orientation on your brand new fifth wheel. And again, if you have questions, get a hold of me, guys. 231-736-9162. I appreciate your business and look forward to seeing you guys in a few days picking this up.